It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Controlled by the Philadelphia 76ers. Fred VanVleet, pass to the rim. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
To VanVleet. Oh, nice step through to get to the basket.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by three. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Defense forces the turnover, and it leads to points.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. 4-3. Textbook defense. Grayson Allen to Tobias Harris. Here comes the screen. No good, but two shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Nope, first one does not go. No good. Missed them both. Lets it fly from long range. The hot shooting continues. He's got 12 in the first quarter, including that trifecta.
And Ed, did you see how quick his release was? There was no wasted motion from the waist up.
Oh, straight down the middle, 4-2.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
He gets it.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of breakdance move they might hit you with.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. The possession lies with New York. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
I got him.
George sizing up Draymond Green. Wide open look, won't go. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
You have to understand something. If you want to win this game, there should be one rule and one rule only. You never give up easy buckets, even if you have to give a hard foul. Make them earn it at the charity stripe.
Paul George to Tobias Harris. From the outside, no good. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Chance here for the process. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Sixers call for time as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
That's me. I got ball. Here we go.
And the finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Embiid. Draymond Green snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Here we go. Let's go. Pick him up.
Layup goes down. Well done.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
Paul George. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
And he finishes at the rim.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
George to Van Vliet. Won't go. Nice pass to set things up.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Oh, they called the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
First foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitutions, Philadelphia.
Fred Van Vliet.
On your right. On your right. Hand up,
Lets
hand
it fly from beyond the arc. Rebounds pulled down by New York. From long range. Buries it.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Hey, lock up, lock up. Take coming, take coming.
Fred Van Vliet to Allen. Has a chance. Not that time.
I got ball. I got something for him. I'm here.
To Brunson.
Yep.
With the slam. Stay out of the way when the train's coming through. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To Van Vliet. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Doesn't get the bounce. Desperation shot here from half court. First quarter is complete with the Knicks enjoying a sizable lead. Head coach Jay Williams with you.
Substitutions. Into the game, the 76ers
Hayden with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Fred Van Vliet fires the three. The Knicks secured the rebound. Hayden into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Here comes the screen. Fred Van Vliet to Tobias Harris. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
New York Knicks basketball. To Julius Randle. And he knocks it down, Jay.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And stuffs it home.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To Tobias Harris. Deep right corner. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But
Oh, that's out.
out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
To Payton. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
To Tobias Harris. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Payton.
Double team, double team, double team. Got you.
Runners good there.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
To Tobias Harris. and it's rejected.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Knicks with the basketball. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Tobias Harris. Down low, Ariza.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Payton. Gets to the basket and scores.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Fred VanVleet.
We got him. Here we go.
To Payton. And the basket good at the rim. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Fred VanVleet. Short jumper won't fall.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Not going down for him this time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Long heave from three-quarters court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. The Knicks didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers for the New York Knicks.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knocked loose. To Tobias Harris. Fred VanVleet driving right to the basket. It was right there. Payton with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Richardson.
There you go. Watch him. I got you here. Right here. Right here.
A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal. Paul George to Embiid. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Sixers control it to Tobias Harris. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Embiid to Tobias Harris. Strong finish for Paul George.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
With handles like that, you get into the hoop at will.
George to Tobias Harris. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Paul George, he's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Sixers have the basketball. George, short jumper won't go down.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Fred VanVleet to George. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. Green. Slam dunk.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Grayson Allen to VanVleet. Down low, George. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here we go. My ball. My ball.
It's a big finish.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Fred VanVleet. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Paul George trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Whoops, that won't go. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
To Marcus Morris. Drove the lane and finished strong at the hoop on that one.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
To Paul George. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Oh, big finish at the rim.
Same old tricks, same bag. Ain't nothing new there.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. And look out. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
It's PG for two. Deep two there. Won't go. Fred VanVleet to George.
Watch the pick. You see it. You see it.
Here comes the screen. Jumper's good.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And finishes strong.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Paul George to Horford. Julius Randle rejects it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
George lets it fly, gets a look, can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Pick up. Some more.
Oh!
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Paul George, 4-2. Off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Deep three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. Third quarter comes to an end. The Knicks are way out in front. It's been a compelling game so far. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. To Horford.
On your right, on your right, on your right.
And hits off a killer step back.
The reality is no one can guard a player at his level one-on-one. The help defense needs to be shown, and he needs to see a series of obstacles instead of just one individual.
To Paul George. And strokes it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
And count the basket inside.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
George to Van Vliet. Paul George to Allen. Not that time.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
To Horford. Paul George fires and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Julius Randle. Got it.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
George cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
George to Van Vliet. To George. Going to launch beyond the arc. Van Vliet denied. Have to like the defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Takes it coast to coast and the strong finish at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Fred Van Vliet to Paul George. Not that time. To Payton. Trying to cash in and buries it. Jay, they'll take that any day.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up.
Listen deep, listen deep.
Watch Cutter, watch Cutter, watch Cutter.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
And he hits. Oh, a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
That is not a foul, Ralph. That is not a foul.
He'll put it up at the buzzer. It's a victory. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. Dominated this game from beginning to end. They did plenty of great things, but we all know what's going to be remembered are the dunks. And you know what? I'm going to remember nothing but the dunks as well. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up.